Tice and Embiid for the tap, and he'll re-toss it to start the day. Tice, newly signed with the New Orleans Pelicans. Then last year with the Clippers. Embiid wins the tap. The United States starts with the basketball.
And who better? LeBron, the point forward mentality.
He's watched by Tice. A lot of battles between these two. Booker looking for the slip with Embiid, but he goes right to Franz Wagner.
Pretty good balance early here, even on the turnover. All their sets, screen, cut, post up, you help, they find people.
And a mismatch with Voigtman against Booker. The rebound for Embiid, the outlet feed for LeBron James, and the reverse adjustment.
A pretty good message early. Good kick out by Joel.
Embiid was a little sluggish at times in the last contest against South Sudan. We told you that this man is a sharpshooter. Andreas Obst can absolutely snipe from the outside.
He can drill him coming off those screens, and you've got to be alert. You got a hand hedge and help. And how about this look? Terrific opportunity basket here. LeBron leaking, reading beautifully.
And the more that the United States can push the tempo down the floor, it seemingly would benefit them against these teams.
Puts pressure on them. Gets some easy baskets.
Holiday driving and scoring.
That's that lift by Embiid. Open opportunity in the lane.
Dennis Schroeder, the German captain, watched by Holiday. A switch onto Franz Wagner.
Schroeder very good off the bounce. Quickness.
Tice misses. He's a decent three-point shooter at his size. Booker working on Tice.
Tough shot.
Good contest by Tice there.
Sure was. Really an empty trip.
Here comes Schroeder.
See how they come off that screen?
And a quick trigger from Obst. Tice the offensive rebound and another chance.
You got to tag your guy on that cut.
A deep Schroeder triple to put him on top by two.
So many good things he does. He's got great hands on the defensive end.
Booker looking to answer. Schroeder had a career best season last year, shooting the three-ball split between a few teams. Here's Obst. LeBron came out on him. Obst drives it and draws a foul as Holiday had to come over for the recovery.
Continuity play there. They can make threes. It sets it up for the dribble drive. You're going to have to hug them. And right here, a little bit of a blow-by and nobody at home in the lane on the lift. And that's the problem for Joel, too. He's got to play a shooter out top.
So they did not call it in the act of shooting, so they said it's a foul on the floor. It was not Holiday's contact, it was James's contact before the shooting motion, so a side out. But you're not kidding about how tight the German sets are and how they come off of screens like Wagner just did.
They read him beautiful, and he's great off the bounce, too.
Does so much of this for the Orlando Magic. Short on the jumper, Holiday grabs it. Wow, James on top and down hard.
How about the read? Holiday.
With a gift.
Pretty good find.
2.5 in, tied at 6.
Boy, LeBron's getting out on the floor. They're going to drop coverage on that ball screen.
Curry trying to stick with Obst. It's a tough matchup. James switches on to Schroeder, his old teammate. Slipping it in. Good seal by Tice to beat the buzzer on the dunk.
And they do that beautifully. Many of their bigs and occasionally the guard can just pin his guy and bang.
Schroeder and Tice are so good on this team together, running the pick and roll, running inside seals. Embiid misfires, the rebound to Voigtman. Schroeder pulls up for another deep triple, his second.
Whew. And LeBron, good 5 or 6 feet away.
Holiday working on Obst, using the shoulder to muscle through. Wave out the basket attempt. It's a foul on the floor.
Boy, you got to hug your guy early against this German team. They do a really good job in the early offense.
Foul is on Obst, his first, the second on the Germans. Wagner has the other.
Obst and Voigtman can really drill those deep shots. You got to get them on them early, force them to put it on the deck.
officials will try to navigate here.
Checking on a foul earlier, maybe?
Was called on Obst. I believe they'll stick with Obst on the foul. Germans lead by 5. Here's Curry. Good job by Schroeder to get on him. Embiid sets the screen. Tice on the switch. Curry trying to get free. Flipping it up and drawing a foul. A tough navigation for Steph Curry with a couple of shots coming on the Tice foul.
He is so clever with that hesitation, too. Right here, a little poise, and then bang! Exploding to that goal. Just wanted to get to the foul line. I think the more you dribble drive is going to create a lot more havoc for the German team. Overhelp, can get some response on kickouts.
The 36-year-old Steph Curry, who missed the last Olympics after dealing with multiple injury issues over the course of the prior NBA season, now makes his Olympic debut this coming week in Paris. Everything that Curry has accomplished, this would be one of the final true things to put onto the resume.
The coup de grace.
He's working on Schroeder defensively.
Again, the use of the picks is extra nice hesitation and kick.
Obst to Voigtman. Good job by Franz Wagner to get into the teeth of the rebounding unit for the United States to punch it back out.
I got to contain or they're going to get those open looks.
Schroeder, and he gets bumped. Embiid frustrated with 3 on the shot clock. The foul was committed, the first on Embiid and the second on the U.S.
Must keep him out of the lane. Love him on the defensive end too, Schroeder. Tough kid, competitive.
Very much so, especially when you see him in this scenario when he is the man. He is the captain of this German team and takes a lot of pride in it, as you might imagine.
Got a little bit of soccer in his background as well.
He does.
Nice play.
Speed, Franz Wagner with the easy finish.
Just run their action beautifully.
Curry, a little step over triple. Rebound by Tice. A quick trigger from the U.S. there. Germans with their largest lead at 5.
Voigtman with the screen, the roll, and the duck in.
They're so tight on these sets.
Pressure you.
Tice working on Embiid. Tough shot. Good defensive contest by Embiid. Here comes James, picked up by Tice. A couple of veterans here.
A lot of individual play for the USA.
You see the help defense. There's no defensive 3-second violations here. Holiday hits it 3.
And a nice find, too, by James.
For his first assist, Holiday's got 5 to lead the United States.
Early action with the ball screen. Again, coming off that pin down.
And Wagner just missed the layup attempt. Embiid flags it down.
Boy, they are excellent offensive schemes.
German engineering.
Yes.
Halfway through the first, good cut by Holiday. Extra feed for Embiid. There's that double team. Back to Holiday. His triple goes down again.
A nice relocation by Holiday.
Such a heady player.
He is.
United States regains the lead. They've scored the last 6.
There's the drop coverage. It's dangerous.
Especially with Schroeder's three-point ability. Same thing with Franz Wagner. Rebounded by Booker. Looking for the outlet, but Wagner was there to shut that down. You see Schroeder's got the mismatch with James and a foul.
Nice read by Steph, too.
Well, the international game is predicated upon sharing the ball. 5 assists for the Americans on 5 field goals. 4 assists for the Germans on 5 buckets.
How about this little dump inside? Bang!
We'll show you those later on.
How could you say soft after the South Sudan, right?
Actually, it's a very fair point. I think a lot of eyes were opened by that incredible performance by South Sudan.
Bam on the floor right now, gets a good look.
Bench unit is on, just as it was in the first quarter, right around this time.
Curious to see how Davis plays the other end on the ball screens.
Edwards gets the jumper to rattle home. An 8-0 United States run for a 3-point advantage. It is Adebayo and Davis, Tatum, White, and Edwards for the U.S. The starting 5 still out there for the Germans. Wagner.
I like the play, too. Screen down, Dribble handoff.
Davis sticking. Now it's Edwards against Wagner. So deft, so clever, Franz Wagner.
Froze his guy. Got Davis up.
Was able to get past Edwards on the initial defense. Looking to post Tatum against Schroeder. These guys know each other well. Fading jumper for Tatum.
Well, if he can get it going a little bit. Started to drive, impressed with the bounce.
Former Celtic teammates, a 49-game run for Schroeder a couple of years ago with Boston. Franz Wagner from deep, short. Davis tipped it, a foul on the floor.
I think they made
for so minutes by the bench unit to get the U.S. back in it.
They played well. There's really no come down when you go to the bench.
Depth going to be an important factor for the U.S.
See the show then? That time, Davis, they were not doing that with Embiid.
Here's Mo Wagner now, the older brother of Franz. Schroeder late in the clock, off target. Voigtman the offensive rebound. Schroeder's open. Short. Tatum, outlet feed. White, his Boston teammate, on the drive. Tough shot, got the foul.
Well, that's the third time they've leaked out beautifully. Nice read. And White wisely takes it right to the rim.
And that's 2 now on Dennis Schroeder, a key foul.
He runs the show, no question. It all starts with him.
Remember, it's only 5 fouls in international play.
And you watch this group, they're a better defensive group, don't you think, Adam?
I thought the Adebayo-Davis tandem, the last 2 games in particular against Serbia, and then especially in the third against South Sudan, did really good work to stymie those offenses.
And the foot speed at the guard, too. White does a nice job, Edwards as well.
Derek White, the replacement for Kawhi Leonard. After the Clippers and Kawhi felt it was best to keep Leonard off the floor and let him maintain a little bit of a rest regimen. The Germans took Schroeder out. They only had 4 players on the floor, so they'll finish off some subs. Isaac Bonga, who's played for the Lakers, Wizards, and Raptors, is on the floor. You'll see that bright blonde dyed hair for him.
Another guy that can make some threes at 30%.
This is Nick Weiler-Babb, a lot of international experience.
With Iowa State.
Yep.
At one point, Bayern Munich. They are seasoned, these kids.
Very much so. These are names that are very familiar to German basketball. Many of them have played very well in Bundesliga, which is a highly rated international league in Europe, top German league. It's a fully bench unit out there now for Germany. This is Bonga.
Same play they've run frequently, a dribble handoff after a pin.
Watched by Davis, the kick for Weiler-Babb. A step over 3 over White. Rebound, Edwards battling for it. It tips out to Tatum. 2 minutes left in the first.
USA really doing a nice job with spacing that time.
And the cut.
How about the cut? The fine. Pretty.
Tatum to Davis for his first points. And a chance at a 3-point play as Mo Wagner picked up the foul.
They get down the floor early. A nice read that time by Davis. Pretty look, too. That open middle. More so with Davis on the floor.
So the U.S., after a 3 for 7 start, has made 5 of its last 6 buckets. They're 5 of 5 at the free throw line, and their largest lead is 8.
Chicago kid, you're consumed with him.
Anthony Davis has, although he's a Packer fan somehow, became a Packer fan, but Chicago's own. Bonga, no. Tipped alive by Weiler-Babb, and a good save by Mo Wagner, but into the hands of Tatum. Bonga knocks it away back for the Germans.
Nice play.
Bonga running, kicking. This is Maldo Low. Plays in Italy for Olimpia Milano, another highly touted Italian club. Good moves by Thiemann. Johannes Thiemann does good work off the bench for Germany.
They get it inside. They duck in and beg. And Low, one of those guys that can really get in the lane, too. You got to contain him.
Adebayo flips it in and a foul.
Pretty. Again, a post-up. Haven't seen many of those. Tatum earlier. This time, bam, delivers. Softens up that inside. He had a little drop step back if he wanted it, but a feathery delivery.
against Johannes Thiemann, German Cup winner, a couple of times an All-Star in the Bundesliga.
Did I read he's going to Japan, if I'm not mistaken?
He is going to be playing for the Gunma Crane Thunders in the Japanese B-League coming up.
Mo loves to post up. White trying to fight him.
And he's got the mismatch. White's usually pretty decent as a shot blocker. One of the best shot blocking guards in the league, but that size ends up drawing the White foul with Mo Wagner's body in there.
He can bite you once in a while with a three, but
absolutely,
he's mainly a duck-in guy.
And a real dirty work type of player. He is not afraid of anybody. Here he is, fakes the three, drives on White. Davis with the recovery on defense. Out of bounds, late in the shot clock. Davis was able to get the rejection.
Such a big presence, reads things beautifully, comes off his man. Get it out of town, pretty.
And you can protect the lane with multiple defenders without that 3-second violation call. That's why you see France loading up with Wembanyama and Gobert. You'll see Serbia do that. And the U.S. gets an opportunity with that with Adebayo and Davis.
There's that screen.
White with the deflection and the steal and the run and the delivery to Davis. And a foul, a blocking foul against Germany.
I tell you, the refereeing in these games has been pretty good, I think so. Going back years ago, a little touchy here.
I wonder how much of that was an adjustment again for the United States, because most of these guys, even the ones that play in the NBA that represent their countries internationally, they still have a good feel for how the game is officiated.
Yeah.
I do think that was part of the adjustment for the U.S. these 5 games.
I would agree. You know, we talked about the offensive end, but also reacting to the defense, that 3-second lane, jamming it up, that block charge there.
You see the United States women square off with Germany tomorrow as their team just went up against the WNBA All-Stars this past weekend. Good showing by the young All-Star team against Team USA. U.S. has its largest lead at double digits, a 19-4 run for the U.S.
There's the pin down, the curl, the roll.
They run it very effectively. A great look would not go down for Lowe, but an offensive rebound for the Germans. Lowe drives past Davis, rejected by Adebayo.
Big time reaction.
Tatum all the way with the switch to the left.
Well, they have been magical in the open floor. What a presence.
Those two defenders playing together have been effective, especially the last 3 games. It's Lowe, good fake, nice good feed to Wagner, who got fouled by Davis. He was incensed with the call, but it's a foul on Anthony Davis.
I think it just slipped out of his hand. How about that? Keeping it in play, open up that opportunity, and what an adjustment that you alluded to here. That takes a lot of upper body strength to hang and knock it.
Mo Wagner to the free throw line. The older brother of Franz just re-signed a deal, a 2-year, $22 million deal with Orlando.
The family has become enriched.
Very much so. Franz Wagner signed the rookie max with the Magic, 5-year, $224 million guaranteed.
He's now in your league.
So I guess I have to buy the dinner tonight for the two of us. Those big players in Wembanyama and Gobert, and then the United States will open up against Serbia on Sunday. Adam Amin, Bill Raftery started the second. United States leading by double digits after a good close to the first with their bench unit. Tough drive, Johannes Thiemann, but an offensive foul against Germany is called.
Is that on Wagner on the hold, maybe?
I think so.
He did such a nice job screening. That's how he holds off here.
Little grab at Tatum.
Yeah. Well, he is active on that offensive end, though. You can see why they like him.
The U.S. sticks with their bench unit. Edwards accelerating. Good defense that time by Weiler-Babb.
Tough to keep that kid in front of you.
The shake by Tatum over Bonga, left it short. White punched it. Bonga runs it down. Izak slows it up.
Nice cut.
For Wagner!
I'll tell you what, he plays hard. Talk about his screening, his post up. Big time run to the 10.
He said it. Mo Wagner does the dirty work. Franz might be the finesse man, but Mo gets in your grill. Davis misses, and there's Wagner inside to help corral the rebound. Edwards shuts off Maudo low. Weiler-Babb with the screen from Tiemann.
And a wide open middle, generally speaking. Here's a high-low game.
And a foul on White. Yep. They're looking for those mismatches.
They are. Nice read. And here, just a little bit of a delay to find it. Big time. Send it in out of Michigan. Mo.
About to enter his 7th year in the NBA. A little bit of a journeyman in the NBA to start his career, Mo. But he has found a home in Orlando, obviously playing with his brother.
Big personality, too.
We're doing a game in the bubble, and Mo was going right after Giannis Antetokounmpo, right in his face, was not afraid. Good play by Adebayo to knock it out of the hands of Tiemann.
Bam's handled the ball well during these exhibition games.
And he's done so much of that with Miami, is a little bit of that point forward role as well. Middle of the floor facilitator. Davis, and he got an arm out there on Mo Wagner.
Wagner knows how to sell, too. No room to go other than the clear out. Boy, he paid for that one.
Real contact up there from the big arm of Davis, who picks up his second.
He's looking for check it out.
To check it for a potential flagrant.
Yeah.
We're challenging. You want a challenge?
The officials asking about the challenge. Derek White.
They refuse to
go back and forth.
They refuse to look. And now they are.
I think our friend Randy Ewing will hand the headset over to the officiating crew. So this potential look at a technical foul.
They may give him all.
And there was some clean contact up there. Pretty clear from Davis.
Doesn't matter whether it's intent or not.
So there's what you know is a flagrant foul in the NBA, what we're used to. This is known as an unsportsmanlike foul at the international level, but the same concepts apply. Excessive or unnecessary contact, especially when you get up above the head and shoulders
head,
area.
Right?
Yep.
Well, there's a nice job using that baseline to contain as well. Whew. He took a shot. Well, he recoiled.
He took quite the contact there from Davis. That was the first time I really noticed Mo, though. The summer of 2020, when the NBA restarted, we were calling games remotely, watching in the bubble, and he and Giannis went face to face. And Mo Wagner kind of defending his own teammates when he was with, at the time, the Washington Wizards.
Doesn't back up.
No, not at all. He plays as such.
He's got a great head for the offense, too. A lot of stuff runs through him, not necessarily with the ball, but his activity without it.
He and Tice have had great success with the German team now, Tice in particular in Germany. This is a quality German national team that's coming off the best run in its international history. They'll try to finish their best run in the Olympics. Their best was 7th in 1992. No common foul against Davis. It is still Germany basketball. Maudo low from Berlin, Senegalese and German descent.
I got to keep him out of the lane. That's his game. Lights him once in a while with a three.
Weiler-Babb watched by James, so LeBron is out there with the bench unit with the second Davis foul. Tiemann looking in traffic for Bonga late in the clock, hooks it up, would not go. Good job by Tatum in traffic. Lowe picks up White.
How about that little horns look there? Double stagger.
They find Tatum on the baseline, step through.
Well, he looks like a different player, doesn't he?
Yes.
Trying to get his field back.
He's not as effective offensively the other day against South Sudan. That goes down. You just talked about Lowe's ability from three.
He can bite you. There's a step back as well.
former Columbia University star in the Ivy League. There's Tatum against Bonga. Step over from the elbow. Here comes Weiler-Babb. Another Bayern Munich product. Originally from Topeka, Kansas.
Mo once again, the bump and the roll.
And the cut.
So smart. So smart.
Yes. The IQ of Mo Wagner.
His feel, understanding, the lift of anybody in that lane as well.
Germany staying connected. U.S. led by as many as 10. There's the screen. Edwards has the size on low. Off the glass, it wouldn't go.
Last couple of trips, the ball's been sticking. No ball movement, no spacing.
Does have a tendency with this group. Edwards with the pick. On the push. On the chase, and he jams it.
He is electrified, this kid. There's a lot of personality.
Well, he remembers that loss against Germany in the semis of FIBA last year when Edwards was the main threat. And now he is hassling Weiler-Babb, but he gets tagged with a foul. Edwards will come out and get a breather. We'll switch up the lineups. This was Anthony's numbers during that World Cup run last year when the U.S. finished a disappointing 4th.
I think the basketball world got to know him during that run.
Very much so. And obviously the playoffs this year. Good fakes there by Ioannis Tiemann. James and Embiid colliding and a foul.
I think it might be James trying to help.
Well, Ioannis Tiemann, one of the better bench players for this German group. Really good resume. 5 times he's won the Bundesliga. He's been a finals MVP, twice an All-Star. Just turned 30 this past February.
Good size at 6'9".
Father Cameroonian, his mother German, similar to Dennis Schroeder, whose father was German and mother Gambian. 4 minutes into this second quarter, so you got the main unit out there for the U.S., their starting group. Same thing with the German company for the most part. Curry lost it, recovered it, is able to get free for the jumper. Rebounded by Mo Wagner. The Franz and Mo connection is out there for Germany with Schroeder weaving his way. James the erasure.
How about that? Boy, tough getting in the lane though, Schroeder.
Not much space. Curry doesn't need it.
Absolutely. That's more like it. Quick.
And Holiday with a little bit too aggressive of a reach in on Schroeder picks up the foul.
Well, there's so much better when the ball doesn't stick though.
Very much so.
Quick snap pass. Curry wide open for the knockdown.
Steve Kerr manning this team at the Olympic Games for the first time as the head coach.
Great attitude, great composure. Great success.
What a champion he was, not only as a coach, but a player as well. And one of the great human beings we've had a chance to run across. I've known Steve a long time, and it's just a well-earned spot. He's got plenty of help. Spoelstra, Few, and Tyronn Lue.
Deep. Of course, Grant Hill alongside.
There is
Running
Dennis.
the show.
There, very much so. Running the show. There is Dennis Schroeder at the free throw line. You mentioned it. His late German father passed away in 2009. Prior to that, Dennis was focused, as you mentioned, on soccer. It was his main sport, but his German father loved the game of basketball. And when he passed in 2009, that's when Schroeder decided to focus more on basketball. He takes so much pride in this German national team. His mother was Gambian, but he was the MVP for that first FIBA World Cup title. Approaching the halfway point of the second. Embiid.
Nice little two-man play here. They got to walk. A little back screen to get the big fella to the box.
And you saw Curry with that run through on the cut. Embiid confused by the call, but it is another turnover for the U.S. So you heard, I believe they brought in Obst, which is something to keep an eye out.
You know he can drill it. Threes, pull up.
The 42 in the corner. Schroeder gets tripped up and a foul.
Holiday in the back.
So that'll take us to a tie. There is Steve Kerr in the huddle with the U.S. leading by 7. We'll get at some action for the United States women as well as they prepare for the Olympic Games with a showcase game against the Germans. They're looking for an 8th consecutive gold medal. 3 Eastern on FS1 tomorrow. A little bit of a wake-up call with the WNBA All-Stars beating Team USA, but that's what happened a few years ago before the Tokyo Olympics as well. There's zero panic for Stewie, for Asia Wilson, for Taurasi and company.
Taurasi out of UConn. Rihanna's been around a while, too.
You want to talk about impressive resumes. Stewart and Taurasi in particular, and Asia Wilson right now probably the MVP of the WNBA thus far.
I love that little timeout there with Steve Kerr. Great players. They buy in. They're all about winning, learning, getting better.
Schroeder misses a pair, and James flies in for the board. Franz Wagner picking up James full court.
Schroeder, 80% free throw shooter, too.
There's a hedge trying to recover on Curry.
Pretty.
Into Embiid, bounce underneath for Holiday in traffic. Loose ball to Embiid, flipped it up and drew some contact.
Well, he had a kick out. Steph was looking, salivating. In spurts, they've looked sharp.
Yes.
You can attribute that to maybe mixing the lineups up a little bit.
Now Embiid back to the free throw line. Interesting and fascinating article featuring Joel Embiid in the New York Times the other day, believing he could have been the greatest of all time had it not been for a lot of injuries. Some pointed comments from somebody I consider to be a reflective person, especially in his later years. Joel, now a father as well, has grown a lot, matured a lot, but a lot of frustration in his NBA career, especially on the physical front. He's got the United States back up by 9.
Well, we talked about him falling in the lane during the playoffs, remember?
Yep.
Hey.
That knee is doing its best to hold up. Tice from the foul line, around it out, flying in James again.
Nice look by Franz, too.
A smaller Schroeder.
He's going to back him in. Was the double. This is when you got a double cut.
And somebody's got to move closer to the rim, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly. Dive to the rim. That's what he was looking for.
James picks up Schroeder. There's that show and cut by Franz into Tice, and a foul. Missed the shot, but Embiid reached in, I believe.
You watch Germany, and Mo Wagner means a lot to this team.
Yes.
He's out on the floor. They don't screen and cut as well without him.
Similar rotations in, and I know you've noticed this as well in the international game. A lot of line change style and then stagger. Usually A unit, B unit, and then you'll see the mixing of the top players like a Wagner with his brother, etc.
And generally they can make threes at all 5 spots. And that's the dilemma. If you overhelp or react, the response they find, and they got the quick jack.
Daniel Tice, 3-time German League champ. Knocks down a pair, a nice glue guy. Oftentimes, Daniel Tice shows up on rosters and is just a nice glue guy to have in the middle. Knocked away by Tice from LeBron James. Schroeder waits, a Wagner triple, that's good.
Wow, how about the patience? Schroeder.
Beg your pardon, that was Obst on the 3.
And then the kick.
Obst is so dangerous at any point on the floor shooting the 3 ball. James into Voigtman. Embiid able to grab the rebound. Voigtman had to come over to take on LeBron, and Embiid had the putback.
Exactly, that drive loosened up that defense.
Franz, that is the shifty maneuvering that he is starting to master at the NBA level.
We saw it last year in the summer, too. His ability to put it on the deck, nice screen to get the big guy at the rim.
And draws a foul, does Embiid. Wave out the basket attempt, but a good find by James. And that's the cutting towards the rim.
Absolutely. Nice little bump to get him free. there have been moments just putting it together.
Like to see it more consistently.
Yeah.
So now we'll see some of the stagger unit here. Booker, Adebayo, Edwards, White, and Embiid. Part of this is because Davis picked up those 2 fouls, so they're staggering a little bit more than we saw the other day.
Davis really, on the defensive end, so extraordinary.
There's Booker with Wagner on him.
Down on step.
Schroeder chasing. Late in the clock. Curry trying to separate. Pass Schroeder off glass.
He just knows how far to go. Jeez, pretty.
He has about as good of a spatial awareness of where he and everybody else is on the floor as anybody in the league.
Time and distance. See how they come off that screen?
Yep. Obst had to re-corral it.
Nice get back.
That's a great find by Franz Wagner to the most dangerous shooter for Germany.
Nice give back. You're right. Franz playing really well the last few minutes.
First time it's been a one-possession game since it was 18-15. Oh, Schroeder with a bad reach. He's frustrated, and Embiid with the foul drawn.
They do keep active and get themselves available. And a nice give back here and a late close. And that's what happens when you look and peek and overhelp. And they just get the spot-up guy.
Obst, who's been an all-star in the Bundesliga, has won the last 2 German Cups. Won the Bundesliga title with Bayern Munich this past season.
Big scouting report, no separation on him. He doesn't need much space.
Andreas Obst, there's this chant that you'll hear German fans yell out, "Es ist Obst im Haus." Obst means fruit in German. So you'll see there is fruit in the house, meaning Obst is open for a shot, and he is a dangerous shooter.
Everybody knows one of the best shooters in the world. They play with a lot of confidence.
Very much so.
Gordon Herbert, the coach, spent a lot of time with Don Munson, believe it or not, at Idaho years ago. Don was the '82 National Coach of the Year. And of course, Dan, the son, Gonzaga.
Of course.
He claims he's the architect of the program.
A lot of recruiting help from Mark Few, certainly over the years.
And he did a great job, obviously. But he's the one that told me what a find this guy is. He's done a great job with the German team.
Here's Voigtman, who's been quiet, but a good find for Bonga. Off the rim, and Booker the rebound. Inside of 2 minutes for the first half. A little crossover, Curry. Bonga tips it out alive, but into the hands of Adebayo.
Nice pass.
Edwards to Embiid.
Pretty. Pass that led to the pass.
Alert. Edwards to Embiid that time. Now Edwards defending Franz Wagner. The switch with Adebayo. Those two see each other in the same division often. The southeast of the NBA. Oh, on the attack. Embiid on the block.
What a reaction.
Edwards the cross. All the way.
Some lingerie on the deck on that one.
Leaving defenders in the dust.
It starts on that defensive end. The run out. And how about the dexterity in the open floor?
For the United States, opted to play for the U.S. And helping significantly on that trip. No Schroeder out there with 3 personal fouls for Germany. Obst covered up by Adebayo.
How quick he is to get free.
Mismatch, so Embiid does a good job of getting back on Voigtman. Beautiful feed, but the layup missed. A foul on Booker. That was an excellent dime drop attempt by the big man.
It was pretty good coverage. And then you sneak a peek right there. You can see Booker, not paying attention to detail, gets free.
That's why we made that comparison for Voigtman with Jokic. Not as if he's always handling the ball, but when he does, that's the ability that Voigtman has shown off a lot of, looking for moving teammates.
And of course the read as well. Very unselfish. But again, they are regimented, run their action, and react too.
So here is Tiemann, as mentioned. One of their better bench players and scorers. That's the lead back down to 7 for the United States. Edwards and Embiid are out there without a bio.
A tough match for Wagner here, I think.
He's trying to chase against Edwards. Hangs, but couldn't get it to go. Out of bio, the loose ball. Second chance for the United States. Booker trying to get free. Embiid faked it to him. Edwards underneath. Working on Voigtman. Backing him out. The drive and the foul. That's where Edwards feels most comfortable on a mismatch, backing the big man out.
A really smart play, too, bringing it outside, then exploiting with that left hand. Boy, it does get jammed up in that lane. Very tough.
So Anthony Edwards, who continued his work from FIBA last summer into a fabulous season in the NBA this year. Team had an argument. Edwards to the stripe, made his first All-NBA team, second teamer this past season. And one of the highest flyers, biggest personalities, one of the future faces of the NBA and Team USA.
He does have a charm about him.
Very much so.
And a game, and a flair.
Well, he also recognized the hierarchy. He was asked after the game, why were you able to come back against South Sudan? 2 very simple words, LeBron James.
The king.
Edwards defending low. Voigtman gets it into Tiemann. Back out.
They take advantage of size. Nice hands by Steph.
Tough shot. Holmes. Wow, that would have been impressive. Final seconds of the half. And Abayo sees the clock and launches. And it's a 7-point United States lead. U.S. will stick with the same starting lineup. So we saw the bench unit try to turn things around when they were trailing on Saturday. With this unit out there, it's the same starting 5. Holiday, Curry, LeBron James, Booker, and Embiid.
Nice set play.
Curry gets free off the set.
Yeah, he really ran the floor, and at least double on the other side. And, of course, the curl.
Step back, Franz. Wagner smooth.
Get better and better, this kid.
Schroeder playing with 3 fouls. Number 5's the max at the international level. Embiid from Curry, rebounded by Tice.
Good shot, too.
The 2 good looks to start. That is Voigtman for 3. He didn't get range.
And you just see the drop coverage. Very difficult the way they shoot the ball.
Embiid kind of dropped out to help out Curry there. Holiday, the high arcer, another rebound for Tice. 3-point game. Quickly down for Franz against the smaller Holiday.
Gotta help now. A little late on the catch.
And Voigtman got a great look, which would have tied it.
Embiid just a little bit tardy.
He sets the screen for Curry. Booker waits. Embiid flashes. And it was slapped by Tice. It goes down for the 2.
Embiid. Nice job. Find the open area.
Booker switching on to Franz, now keeps it with James. Holiday the help. They left Voigtman for another triple. He's missed 2 in a row now. Box out by Embiid to take Tice out, but that allowed Wagner to get there. Schroeder hits.
And that's what happens. You don't get that rebound, seal the deal. The kick out for the open look.
So a 9-2 German spurt. They're back within a pair. Curry a tough catch and a triple. Rebound Tice again. Curry hit the deck. Finds Franz Wagner. Curry has to pick him up. Wagner fires.
Nice hustle here.
Voigtman gets the offensive rebound. And Schroeder for the 2. And into the hands of Curry. Here's Booker. Crossing on Oaks, who fouls him.
Good foul. Smart play.
Ends that break. And an early timeout here from Steve Kerr as the Germans have come out with some life to start the 3rd.
They have done a nice job and counter that. Not as productive on the offensive end for you. Quick timeout to discuss it.
Yeah, Kerr just 2+ minutes in calling the timeout. Remember, the Germans hit 13 triples, so many big ones late against the U.S. in the semis last year at FIBA. LeBron James against Voigtman.
Tough shot.
With the block, Voigtman getting there defensively. Here comes Franz Wagner.
Not a good run out of the timeout.
Tice. He's been better than about 33-34% for his NBA career. That's decent. A little bit below league average, but decent for his size.
Yeah, nobody really at home defensively that trip. Tough shot here.
And LeBron puts the U.S. right back on top after the Germans had taken a short-lived lead.
Germany's movement has been terrific.
We make the engineering joke, but it is tight, very well regimented. Schroeder thought about it, over LeBron, box out by Holiday, tip to Tice.
This is the guy.
Obst. So you have to respect him for three, so he takes it on in.
It sets his drive game up.
Now a little back and forth play. Booker's open, that's a two. Short, rebound Holiday. Curry penetrates, Tice did not want to foul him, and Curry gets the deuce.
He got hit too, very clever with the left.
You saw Tice put his arms behind his back to maybe prevent the foul call. Acceleration by Schroeder, a nifty maneuver, but couldn't finish.
Bean has been a presence defensively.
There he is for a three. He can knock him down, and he does.
He sure can, unaccustomed to a big guy that deep. A little delay. I'm gonna let it drill it.
Joel Embiid, 34%, but last year hit a career-best 39% for Philly. Booker stripped it from Wagner.
How about that? Embiid in the right spot as well.
James, just a little bit of space for a three.
Tell you, he's made two big baskets here. That loves basketball. Loves it.
Opportunity to become the first four-time Olympic gold medalist in men's basketball history for the United States.
A little duck in on Booker by Wagner. This is where you got to be careful on your help.
Holiday shading. There's the triple team. Tice open, misses.
That's what they do to you. They toy with you. You have a long closeout.
Tipped out by Tice. Oh, nice denial by Daniel Tice.
And Booker really with a nice slip was free.
James is saying that Tice is penetrating that line, that plane on the baseline. So Curry will come over to inbound with a smaller defender in Schroeder.
That's where they pinned for Curry.
Now, Booker's got such a tough defensive matchup with the size of Wagner, the length. James against Tice.
And the zone up is there.
The LeBron shake, rebounded by Voigtman. Here comes Franz Wagner.
He's got the size here if he wants to elevate.
Working on Booker. Working hard on Booker. Flying in, Voigtman with the save.
Oh, a quick closeout.
How about Voigtman? He's been crashing the offensive glass. Schroeder off to Tice.
Nice play.
Beautiful playmaking.
Drew Embiid, a nice find as well. Timed that cut beautifully.
That's going to be an offensive foul on Holiday. You said Tice can sell it a little bit. I don't know if Holiday got all that body check on Tice, but he drew the offensive foul.
Empty trip, wise. Germany seems to have the edge to foul. The little push off right here. I'm with you. I don't know.
A little bit of a sell there by Tice.
Yeah. A little Hollywood out of London.
Yeah, Les Mis is still playing, I think, right down the road from the O2.
Davis on the floor now. They got Tatum, I think, on a little check.
Little Franz shimmy there as well.
They know one another, obviously. This is a different look defensively now.
Yep.
Bam Adebayo, as well as Anthony.
Davis, with 3 fouls, was saddled with some trouble in that first half. So some staggered lineups we saw. But this is the bench unit out there now, past the halfway point of the third.
Cutting, moving, really puts pressure on your defense.
Voigtman over on Adebayo, short. Tatum is able to snare it against his old Celtics teammate Tice. There's White. Now current Celtic, NBA champion. The floater won't go. Davis kept it alive and into the hands of Schroeder.
Watch the early offense.
Oops. And it's jammed into the follow by Tice.
How about Tice running the floor? Big time presence. Well, they play with some confidence. They know their game.
Guys who have played together a long time, for several years now. Traveling violation on Tatum.
Wagner right there, didn't go for it. Look at this play. A little clear out. Bang. Tice is nice.
The type of glue guy plays that Daniel Tice has made throughout his career at both the international and NBA level. Now some subs for Germany as well as they take Tice and Voigtman out. Thiemann and Mo Wagner are in.
Mo, we mentioned earlier, very active. Sets up with screens, rolls. There's the slip. There he is.
Right on cue, ref.
Big time again. Empty at the rim.
Boy, they run pick and roll with Schroeder about as well as any international team you'll see in the Olympics this year. White needs help. Here the German fans.
You can tell.
Quite vocal. Edwards, Tatum, late in the clock. Jason Tatum. The jam try wouldn't go for Adebayo nor Davis. And Germany with a chance to regain the lead.
Again, using the screen and a foul.
A chance at a 4-point play, and who but Obst. Again, their sharpshooter with a chance at a 4-point play.
Boy, their cuts are so tight, and Wagner's the one that created the difficulty, but this kid doesn't need space nor time. A chance for another 4-point play.
You could call him the Curry of Germany, honestly. This is the level of three-point shooting that they rely on Obst for. He has been so effective as a shooter in his career with Bayern Munich. 9 straight for Germany to take a 2-point lead. Tatum's coming underneath and was looking for Davis. Another turnover, and the U.S. playing some sloppy ball these last 2.5 minutes.
Unselfish play there, but he could have just turned and shot it himself.
Schroeder captaining and calling it out.
Wagner's so effective, a double screen.
Obst in and out. 6 straight empty trips for the United States. 3 turnovers in that stretch as Germany is taking the lead.
Davis.
Tough screen. Absolutely. Edwards, no. Davis, no. Out of bounds. Last touch by Thiemann.
They got to be careful. Extend that arm, an easy call for the officials. Taking a hit right here, though. Just here, a little bump, frees him up, and an open opportunity at the rim as well.
Schroeder playing tight on Edwards. Tough screen by Davis to allow Edwards to take the jumper in time.
All he needed, little space.
But that's the type of precision you need on your screening at this level.
This is where this kid is tough.
Wagner on Davis.
Gets down there early, locks his guy.
100 seconds for the third. Here comes Edwards on the attack.
Nice
Tough
catch.
defense. Good catch by Davis to tie it.
Sure was. Great presence by Edwards as well.
And Wagner and Davis at the left. Obst to Wagner for 3.
You got to be there on that catch. These kids have such a great quick check.
Franz and Mo playing together and doing damage. Edwards looking for Davis. Not a good pass. Quick out of the feed. Here comes Franz all the way. Thiemann back to Franz, and a foul on Tatum.
Had a foul. We're beating them down the floor. They are energized, playing with a lot more confidence. The team in red.
3 on Tatum now.
No exhibition game right now for Germany.
It doesn't really feel like it. I think the intensity level with which they're playing has been impressive.
They are well schooled. organized. It's not methodical either.
No, they look to attack. You see Franz's numbers in their exhibition against Japan, a team that they'll square off against during group play. In fact, that'll be their opener on Saturday, squaring off with the Japanese. Brazil has been an improving nation. They're top 12 in the FIBA rankings. And then, of course, the dangerous French team. They're ranked number 9, but, boy, they feel like they can make a deep run. This is the largest lead, tied for Germany, back at 5. With a minute to play in the third, Franz Wagner will come out.
Give him a little blow between quarters.
Bonga is back in. Schroeder's the only German starter out there. It's a full bench unit for the U.S. You see Mo all over Davis.
Not a good pass here either.
Yeah, a little loose with it. The deflection sends it to the backcourt. Here comes Edwards on the attack.
Oh.
Lost it, and it was Wagner to take it away, and he gets it to Schroeder.
Boy, they are much more alert.
Germany looks for its largest lead. It's Schroeder on the 3, and Davis clears.
A little neck ball there.
Edwards steering, drawing the contact against Weiler-Babb. And 2 free throws coming for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he does a nice job getting guys on his hip. Got to cover a lot of the floor against Germany. That's part of the dilemma.
Side to side, quick moves and cuts.
They space out way behind the line.
Anthony Edwards, raised by his sister Antoinette and his brother Antoine. He lost both his mom Yvette and his grandmother Shirley in 2015 to cancer. He was raised by his siblings. He has been a fabulous addition to the United States team and has often played a key role in this last calendar year, the last 12 months. Cuts the German lead back down to 3. Davis out.
That's where you got to play your own now. On any drive, and be alert and communicate. You may have to switch the pin downs too. There's the back screen pop.
Obst trying to get free. 4 on 3, short. Loose ball tipped alive, and that'll take us to the end of the third. So the German crew making up a lot of ground. They trailed by 7 at halftime. They outscored the United States by 10 in the third.
You have to be as alert defensively as they are offensively on those pin downs. Show there's the good humor, but the good play right now.
Bonga and Schroeder out there with Mo Wagner, Thiemann, and Weiler-Babb.
Tough match in the corner now for Davis.
Got to keep an eye out.
There it is.
Schroeder, Davis late. Rebound, Adebayo clears it, along with Curry, Davis, Edwards, and Tatum.
They read it well. They want to take advantage, Germany.
See, with Thiemann hassling Adebayo. Good job by Curry to separate. Davis with a nice offensive rebound and a foul. A chance to tie it at the line.
Oh, he did a great job locking this guy under the rim. And obviously the terrific shooting ability of Steph makes it a typical play right here. Just nice job. Got his guy on his hip, able to get a chance for 3.
Foul on Bonga was his first. Anthony Davis ties the game at 71.
Bigs are much more mobile for USA now.
Davis and Adebayo together. Been a good tandem defensively and on the glass. Good ball movement from Germany. Schroeder to Wagner.
Nice
the kick.
pass.
Thiemann all day for a 3. Rebound to Curry.
Excellent set, though.
Really good awareness by the Germans. Here is Edwards using glass. Davis fighting against Wagner, and it is loose. Wagner diving to save it into the hands of Davis. As he spun his way, he lost it. Good job by Schroeder to get back defensively.
Boy, he had Tatum wide open, too. That extra dribble cost him. Look at the hustle right here. Out of frame was Tatum. Nice little give. It had an easy deuce.
You said to me in the break, this is about as well as you've watched Mo Wagner play, not just here, but just watching him in the NBA. And I told you I thought his comfort level with this crew is very apparent. It seems like it. He's captaining on the floor as well.
He's such a key in the way he prepares himself for screens, knows how to roll, not afraid to do a double screen as well.
Weiler back missed it. Tatum kept it alive for Davis.
Unselfish in the way he plays.
Very much so. Tied at 71. Schroeder picks up Curry, who has enough space, but could not connect. It's not been a great shooting day for Steph Curry so far.
And a great look, too, for him.
Schroeder accelerates. Curry got his hands in there. Wagner kept it alive. A whistle. Out of bounds to the United States. Wagner was hoping for a foul call.
He thought they may have gotten his arm pulled. Steph talking to himself a little bit. Nice hands there to save it.
Yeah, you thought Curry maybe got his wrist. 2 minutes into the fourth. It's Tatum. Banging his way. The strong defensive stand by the Germans. And Tiemann knocked it away.
Watch the early look for nice.
It is Bonga, but he couldn't connect on the dunk. Out of Bio on the foul.
Well, hopefully he's okay.
Ooh, went into the stanchion. Yeah. He seems to be all right.
Boy, they have a nice mix of running their half-court action, pushing the ball down the floor. And Bongo right here. Big time. Goodness. Get the USA flat-footed a little bit.
Isaac Bonga. His parents originally from the Democratic Republic of the Congo. His dad emigrated to Germany in the early 90s. But he ended up staying in Germany after he initially had planned to move to Canada. Isaac was born in the late 1990s in Germany.
Little Lakers, Wizards, Raptors. Been around, all these kids, worldwide.
Now these last couple of seasons with the excellent Bayern Munich club. Originally drafted by the Sixers. He's been with this national team for a decade now in that system. First points for the Germans come at the 7:42 mark after they had 5 empty trips. They're back up by a pair. Bonga hassling Holiday with the double from Tiemann. Good ball movement, good player movement, but a good recovery by Franz Wagner.
Yeah, good idea too. Just unable to deliver that pass to the corner.
Both teams substituting. Embiid and James both coming back in for the United States. The starting 5 back out for the U.S. team.
Now watch how they move Embiid around now a little bit. Use his man to screen.
Wagner's both playing together. Curry lost it off his fingertips. Here comes Lowe. Off to Bonga for the deuce, but it won't fall. Mo Wagner with the putback jam, and the Germans lead by 4.
And out hustling too. More red shirts down there.
They earned those 2 points. Yep. Curry the split. Good recovery by Lowe. Double on Embiid. Holiday's open. Bonga recovers. Holiday drives, banks and scores.
How about that with the left, I believe.
Done.
Pretty. Kiss.
Laudo low, watched by Booker. Franz has Holiday on him. His brother sets the screen. Tiemann launches over James, short. Here's Curry. Behind the back against Bonga. Accelerates, drives, scores on a foul!
How about the ball fake? Froze the D. Clever.
Stripe, one of the great free throw shooters in NBA history. Numbers so far in the exhibitions.
Good chance to get his breath there, huh?
An emotional time when it was Curry who nominated LeBron James to be the flag bearer at the opening ceremonies.
Touching.
Delivered the message that LeBron would be the man, the first United States men's basketball player to do so.
A great honor.
A little bit of a Steph Curry playbook there with the step back. Tipped alive. Germans with another chance. Good feed by Oaks to Franz. Good recovery by Booker on defense.
How about the hands?
And now Booker from Curry. Draws some contact. Got it to go. And a foul. The U.S. leads.
How about that presence by Booker? Defense and turnovers have been the dilemma a little bit.
Very much so.
USA.
First 3 points of the night for Devin Booker. And the U.S. leads it by 3. He scored the last 7 now with 6 to play. Edwards is out there with Holiday, Embiid, Booker, and James. Schroeder trying to get free.
A lot of shooters on the floor. Nice cut.
Schroeder, beautiful feed. It's Oaks for 3.
And that was set up early. Come off the top screen to the corner. Loves that right corner.
A dangerous shooter once again. Oaks knocks it down to tie it at 78. That was a well-executed set. A foul here on Voigtman as he was battling with Embiid.
He's just salivating in that corner. The creative cuts, maneuvers, all of a sudden just not matching up properly. What a great shooter this kid is.
14 points tonight on 4 triples, just as he did in the semis of FIBA World Cup last year against the U.S. A key 3-point shooter. Embiid with a tough shot, turning it around.
A nice little post up too. LeBron on the money with the delivery.
Embiid with a nice game working, 15 points. LeBron James with 4 assists. Approaching the halfway point of the 4th. Franz Wagner over Embiid, got it to go.
Just a nice hesitation. So where his defender was, big time release.
James on the attack. Deflected out by Schroeder.
From the top, an easy entry, a little tardy defensively. Made his defender disappear.
Booker again. Rebounded by Voigtman. And a quick feed to Schroeder to push the pace.
Good footwork by Booker containing.
Trying to stay in front of Schroeder, who is so quick, undersized guard, but with great handle. And Booker picks up his second.
One of the keys mentioned earlier is keep that guy out of the lane.
A lot of people will look at Booker's offensive lines during this showcase and think, well, is he contributing? He's often had a very tough guard assignment against a deft ball handler more often than not when he's been on the defensive end.
Even there, he had great containment other than reaching at the end.
You can hear the MVP chants from the German fans who make up a sellout crowd of 19,177 at the O2 Arena.
This kid's all business, Dennis.
Two-point German lead. See the Schroeder Celtics jersey. That's quite the pull. Germany leading despite being outshot by the United States.
Again, standing still.
James in the ISO. Edwards leaves it in a tight spot for Booker. Edwards drives, stepping through, tough try. He draws the foul.
Boy, his body control is exceptional.
U.S. will be in the bonus for the rest of the period.
And what a great test for USA.
Well, we expected, right? We expected the Germans would be an exceptionally good, fine-tuning game with all these small, tight situations, nuances of the game. And as we discussed against South Sudan, you might have a late-in-the-game decision to make as to who's going to be handling in key moments.
Unaccustomed to really the type of offense that's set by Germany, and when you think of it, many of the other teams that'll be in the Olympics as well.
Expecting some high drama. 4:20 to play in the 4th. 1-point Germany lead. Tice the screen. Schroeder the 3. A rainbow won't go down. James had position on Voigtman for the board. Embiid corrals. Finds James knifing through with the left
this play. Schroeder trying to come from the backside. Nice run here and save by James.
He did it on offense, and he comes back for the defense. U.S. has the lead. LeBron trying to take over. Running inside.
Just physically so imposing. But as he raises level for the moment.
Well, you were starting to say, it seems like he was feeling this. Now's the time to perhaps put his prints on it, yes. Schroeder trying to answer to tie it. James, another rebound.
About this kid of late, well, this young man, I should say, and a giveaway. Wow.
I'm sure he appreciates the young man reference there.
Well, compared to me, he's much younger. But his ability to adjust that big body to it, just take advantage, exploit people. Big-time body control.
To the line on the second Voigtman foul. 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Excellent moments on the defensive end. Again, for the United States, Sue Bird and Dawn Staley are the only 2 Team USA members that have ever been asked to bear the flag. LeBron, just the 3rd U.S. player, or 3rd U.S. member, and 1st men's player to do so this coming weekend. And he puts the U.S. on top for their largest lead in quite some time. Beautiful outlet feed, but Schroeder was covered up.
Tough shot.
Obst. No. James another board and a foul on Voigtman, which will send him to the line.
Look at this bench react. He has just taken over this game.
Up and down the floor goes the King.
Everything rebounding.
And that's 4 on Tice now.
Wow. How about the enthusiasm? Well, they've done a great job. And the enthusiasm, all about winning the goal. Is this the Germans saying MVP now?
I think they also feel a certain level of respect. You know, for so many Europeans who maybe aren't hardcore NBA fans, the names like Curry and James, the 2 most veteran players in terms of age on this United States roster, are the 2 they gravitate towards the most. The global impact that those 2 have made. But the free throws won't go down, and it's still a 5-point game. Edwards out there to cover Schroeder.
Hooker, a tough matchup with Wagner underneath.
Oh, wow, the lob up there from Voigtman ended up going off the rim.
And he didn't do a good job getting the proper angle.
Obst picks up Curry. 2 phenomenal shooters. Now it's Tice.
Oh, he was ready to jack.
Making him dance. Step back 3. Steph Curry would not go. Rebounded by Franz, and a 5-point game still. Big possession here for Germany. Schroeder, the tough spin over Edwards. No, Embiid the rebound. His 8th of the night.
And a check out by James as well.
Box out to take out Tice. Edwards looking to ISO. And drive. And kick, but picked off. Here comes Franz Wagner against James. And a foul, a late whistle. Hence the reaction. I imagine if they had gone down, they may not have called the foul.
I'll tell you what, he gave ground beautifully, James, on this play. Look at him back up. Straight up.
That was his argument, that he stayed vertical.
Yeah, that's a play on.
And I think if that basket goes down, there is no foul call against LeBron James.
I would agree. Caught napping twice now. Not getting back. Not much Mo Wagner coming down the stretch, and he's the guy that gets people free.
They're going with their starting unit right now. This is probably the best shooting lineup that Germany can put out. They're starting 5, and right now trailing by 3 with a couple of minutes left. Only 7 Germany turnovers, 14 giveaways by the U.S. Ball control paramount now with 2 to play.
Back screen pop.
There's Curry against Schroeder. The spin, the drive, the block by Schroeder. 3 could tie it. And Obst the man to do it. Schroeder drives. Lob up top for Tice. It's a 1-point game.
And how about the look away, too. Faked as though he was going to the wing and then the lob.
100 seconds to go in a one-point game. 9 assists now for Schroeder. Booker. Davis. LeBron James open for 3!
Talk about the moment. Capturing it. Putting this team on his shoulders.
LeBron trying to be the late game hero yet again. Davis picks up Schroeder.
A little late, oh goodness.
Obst, no, long rebound to Tice. Obst again, past Curry with the left, does not go. Davis clears, here comes James. With a minute to go.
Using clock, smart.
Smartly slows it down in a 2-possession game.
A lot of post screens.
James, late in the clock. LeBron James bodying inside, he scores!
He's a man. Goodness, does he take over? You have a right to do that.
The Kings flex late in the contest, delivering.
He has been spectacular.
20 points tonight for LeBron James.
All due respect for the way he has played at crunch time. Get them organized. Whether it's defense, the puppies for the 3, he has just been extraordinary. And here, power taken on, decimating the inside of the Germany defense. He is pretty special. Raise that flag, big fella.
League's oldest player, the oldest player now in men's national team history, surpassing Larry Bird. But even at age 39 seasons, LeBron James knows when to step on the gas in the fourth quarter, and he has done just that tonight.
And it's been all areas of the game as well, not necessarily on this end, but defensively, checking people, rebounding, pushing the ball. All due respect for one of the greats.
And he nearly picked that one off. Voigtman. Davis on the rebound. His 7th. And now the U.S. with a little bit of weight off the shoulders now. Maybe looking for that one last knockout punch. Lost it on the crossover, saved it on the deck, 2 on the shot clock, and a jump ball is called. Tice.
Take him out, he's killing them. Not easy. The rest of the world has been doing it for quite a while.
Yeah, this is a roster made up of so many all-NBA caliber players, future Hall of Famers. It was the younger version of the United States roster last year at FIBA. But this German team has been up to the challenge each of the last 2 meetings. This U.S. team hoping to have its rotation set and a little bit more clarity on the rotations in the lead up to the Paris Olympics. 2 on the shot clock. They've got Curry in. It's Booker. That will count if it goes. Long rebound. Franz Wagner. 10 seconds left. Needs to hurry. Time ticking away. It's Schroeder.
Yeah, force him to it too.
And Voigtman will score it. It's a 4-point game, and that'll do it. And a 5-0 run in the showcase for the United States. Another tough test from an excellent German squad where they come out with a 92-88 victory. No Kevin Durant in the showcase. The big boys, though, that are remaining, and plenty of them, all stepped up.
They really did play well coming down the stretch, particularly LeBron. But they got to shore some things up, particularly on that defensive end. We noted about turnovers, but the more they play together,